In this video, we got another episode of the series where I rate and improve your guys' teams. You guys will send your teams on Twitter at x7tanaka. I'll give you guys my best suggestions to help improve your squad, and I'll also give you guys a rating out of 10, and you guys could be featured in this video. But also, if you guys want to comment down your team down below on the YouTube comment section, let me know what squad you guys are rocking with right now, and make sure to let me know how much MT you guys have so I can give you the suggestions, because if you don't let me know how much MT you have, then I can't give you guys any good suggestions. Now, I do want to make a quick apology for the last rate and improve your teams video. I said I was going to respond to most comments or all the comments. I was really busy when I did post that video, so I wasn't able to respond to every single team. But for this video, make sure to comment down your team below, and I'll respond to every single comment of people that put their teams, asking for suggestions, and I'll make sure to get you guys suggestions for every single team if you guys want to comment your team down below. But looking at the first team here of the video is going to be from Mason. He has about 400,000 MT to spend, and I would say a very decent squad. I'm not going to say it's a crazy team, but I think it's an overall very good team. I would say probably like a 9. I'd say 8.5 to 9 out of 10. I think it's a good team. I really do think you need to upgrade your big man though, and then maybe your backup 2 guard. So what I would do personally is look to get a card like Scottie Pippen for that backup shooting guard spot. I think he'll fit in nicely next to Luke Walton and Danny Ferry, giving you that defense and just more size at the shooting guard position. And you can also sell Brandon Ingram and get about 35 to 40,000 MT back. And then to look for your center, I mean, there's really not too many great options. I think for your squad, what you could do is really just save up for the Dark Matter D-Rob, or maybe go after a Taco Fall. That's pretty much all you can do, because there's not really any great budget centers in the game that are like 50 to 60,000 MT. You already got pretty much all of them. Guys like Mobley, D-Rob, and Dino, those are probably like the top 3 big man for around 50k MT. So I would just save up for a Taco Fall or save up for a Dark Matter D-Rob to upgrade that center position. But overall, I think you got a really good squad. I would just upgrade the backup 2 for now and get Scottie Pippen over Brandon Ingram. Looking at the next team here is going to be from Flo. He's got also 400,000 MT and another very decent squad. I would say this is another 8.5, 9 out of 10 team. Once again, I do need to upgrade the center position. I feel like that's going to be a theme in this video, and it is for most people's squads, because there's just no great budget centers in the game right now. So it's hard to build, your front court if you're kind of working on a budget. If you can't get the guys like Yao Ming, Taco, D-Rob, Kristaps, Kareem, if you can't get those guys, it's really hard to build a really good front court at this time of the year. But I think you got a good squad. I would say, yeah, 8.5 to 9. Talking about the suggestions, I think you could upgrade your backcourt and go ahead and get a guy like Luke Walton and Vince Carter. I think that's 2 straight up upgrades over Terry Dischinger. I like Vince so much more than Terry. And then you can also get Luke Walton, Sengun, those type of point guards to upgrade over a guy like Gary Payton, who I do think is a lot better than GP. He's just a little bit too small at this time of the year. So I would get Luke Walton and Vince Carter to play your backup 1 and your backup 2. And then now you should have left over maybe 100, or you spent maybe about 150,000 MT, maybe a little bit more. So you got about 300,000 MT left. I think once again, you got a good backcourt, you got a good, small forward, power forward situation. I think it just really comes down to your center position. So if you want to save up for a Taco, you want to save up for a D-Rob, that's just what I'd personally recommend doing. But overall, you do have a very good squad. Next team here coming in from Curry Season, he's trying to upgrade some of his bench, center preferably. I think everyone's trying to do that as well. And D-Rob has 25 hops, and any suggestions are appreciated. So I think we're releasing a theme where the center position, the power forward position, is a little bit weaker for people's squads, and they're trying to upgrade the center spot. And I can tell you right now, there's really not too many guys to go with. I would say for your team, this is a solid 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, I'd say solid 8 to 8.5. I mean, your backcourt is good. I like Justin Jackson. I'm not the biggest fan of Austin Rivers, so for me personally, I would get Luke Walton. I do think he's so much better at the point guard position over a card like over a card like Austin Rivers. Or you could go after Scottie Barnes, even a Gary Payton if you want to go super cheap, but I would just go Luke Walton because they're around the same price. So yeah, I would get Luke Walton for the backup point guard spot. I like your 2 small forwards. I mean, Ben Carroll wouldn't be my option, but he's not that bad, so I think your small forwards are decent. I like your power forwards. It just once again comes down to the center position. I think you do need Dino though. I personally like Dino over D-Rob and Olowokandi at the center spots. If you want to get D-Rob to play, or you want to get Dino to play over D-Rob, or you want to get Dino to play over Olowokandi, I think that's a solid option. And Evan Mobley is another really good choice for that center position. So Mobley and Dino, I would say you can pick between those 2 guys, or maybe go ahead and get both of them. But I think those should be, your players to look for is going to be Dino and Evan Mobley. Next team here coming in from, I think it's pronounced Vico. I do think that's how you say his name. He's got 235,000 MT right now. His backup power forward and center, the only positions I'm willing to improve. So he just wants to upgrade the backup 4 and the backup 5. I mean, that's pretty fair to say. I mean, I would maybe make like a Rudy Gay upgrade to somebody else. But I mean, honestly, what I would do personally is move Jonathan Isaac to the backup 3 and then look to get a power forward. You got 235,000 MT. Once again, not too many options to go with. I would say you could go Dino and D-Rob, right? Get Pink Diamond Dino and get Pink Diamond D-Rob, and then your backcourt could be good. Or you could go Dino and Evan Mobley. I think that's another solid option. That's probably actually what I would go with. Looking at the next name here sent in from Adam, he plays on current gen. Only auctionable cards are Hansbrough, Matisse, and Bob, which means he's got like Yao Ming, Scottie Pippen, Ben Simmons are all from like a locker code or just got them for free. So that's really cool to see. I mean, you got 3 amazing cards that are unauctionable. He's fine with, or he needs a backup 5. I feel like most people do. I'm fine with my backup 1, 2, and 3, but they need a little improvement. And you have 3.4 million MT, but not willing to spend more than around 100,000 MT on a player. So for this squad, I mean, you got a really good starting lineup. I'd say for the rating out of 10, probably like a 9. I mean, you got Yao Ming, so I feel like your squad can't be any lower than 9. I would say overall probably like an 8.5 to 9 out of 10. What I would do personally is get Dino for the starting power forward position, and then I'd probably sell Tyler Hansbrough and Bob Nedelecki if you can. You can sell Bob. So yeah, I'd sell Bob, and then if you want to use Tyler Hansbrough off the bench, I think you definitely could. I would probably get Jokic to play your backup 4, and then have your 2 power forwards be Jokic and Dino, and then for the backup 5, I would probably get Evan Mobley. I think he's a much better center than that Pink Diamond Cream. And then for your backcourt, I mean, I would personally get Luke Walton and Vince Carter. If you don't want to spend that much MT on if you don't want to spend that much MT on Vince Carter, then I'd probably go for like a Herb Jones, Al Horford, those type of shooting guards to play alongside Luke. And then for your backup 3, I would most likely get Jonathan Isaac or Rudy Gay, those type of small forwards. So your bench could look something like Luke Walton, Vince Carter, Jonathan Isaac, Jokic, and then Evan Mobley. And I think all around your team does become a lot better. But at the next squad here coming in from D Millionth, do think that's to pronounce his name. He's got 557 KMT right now. He's been rotating through different centers lately, haven't been able to find a consistent one. Also looking to upgrade the bench whenever, or to upgrade whatever on the bench. So looking at your squad, I mean, you got Tracy McGrady, obviously the best card in the game, or one of the best cards. You got a very good squad. I'd say 9 out of 10. I do think my suggestion would probably be get Galaxy Giannis. I cannot speak right now. Jonathan Isaac off the bench, the Galaxy Opal, to play alongside Scottie Pippen. And then if you want to get like a Luke Walton, a Scottie Barnes, I think both of those guys are better than James Harden. But if you're looking to use James Harden just because he's a really fun point guard, then I do understand you using him. But yeah, I'd probably get Luke Walton or Scottie Barnes to play the backup 1, get Jonathan Isaac for the backup 3, and then for the power forward position and the 2 centers, I would get for your backup 4 Dino. Your starting 5 is going to be Evan Mobley, and then your backup 5, I would go with Pink Diamond D-Rob. So those would be my best suggestions to help improve your team. Looking at the next one here coming in from Hugo, he's on current gen and has about 90,000 MT, so not too much to spend. And I would say his team is probably like an 8.5. You got guys like Kyrie, Carmelo, KD, who I'm not the biggest fan of, and you're running a lot of small ball with really small power forwards. But you do got like LaMelo, Billy Knight, Scottie Pippen, Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett. So I'd say his team's probably an 8.5 out of 10. What I would do, move your 2 power forwards back, move Jokic to the backup 4, KG to the backup 4, and then move Rudy Gay to the starting 3 over Carmelo Anthony. And then I'd probably sell Carmelo and sell Kevin Durant if you can. And then your 2 power forwards will be KG and Jokic. And then for your 2 centers, once again, I would go for Evan Mobley at the starting center position, and then get either Pink Diamond Dino or Pink Diamond D-Rob to play that backup 5. And then for your backup point guard position, it's really between Luke Walton and Scottie Barnes. I think both those cards are much better than a Kyrie Irving. And then guys, looking at the last team here of the video, coming in from Mustafa, he's got about just under 600,000 MT to work with, and another very good squad. I mean, I like your backcourt and your 2 small forwards. I would say his team is probably a 9 out of 10. I think Taco Fall you can afford, and probably the guy that I would go with personally. I mean, you are on PlayStation, so you might be a little bit more on PS, but even if you got to spend most of your MT, I would go ahead and get Taco. He's such a game changer for most people's lineups, so I'd get Taco Fall for the starting 4, run Yi at the center position, and then you can just switch the matchups in game to put Taco Fall in the center and then Yi on the power forward. And then off the bench, I'd probably run Dino at the back of 4 alongside Mark Eden, and that's pretty much the only suggestion you really got to do, or my only suggestion to you is going to be get Taco Fall to upgrade your big man. Just upgrade your big man, and overall Taco is going to be such a game changer. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Once again, let me know your guys' team in the YouTube comment section, and of course let me know how much MT you guys have so I can give you guys my best suggestions to help improve your team, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.